Suburban Nation, it's your boy John coming at you with another video. And the Raiders lose to the freaking Miami Dolphins 20-13 in this game. Bro, I love the way my team played in this game. I just do not like the execution. The way my team played today, with passion, with energy, with with effort, fucking loved it. But the lack of execution on some of these plays and some of these freaking things that were called today, frustrating. Very frustrating. There were so many opportunities that we just missed out on because we just didn't capitalize off of the freaking turnovers. We kept getting turnovers and just not capitalizing for shit. The opportunities that were presented to us today were just never, ever taken advantage of. It just wasn't taken advantage of. There were so many of them, guys. And it wasn't just the picks. It wasn't just the fumbles recovered. It wasn't just all that. It was also turnover on downs. It was also players that had an opportunity to make a play and they didn't capitalize on it. It was also like little things that we just dropped the ball on. And I understand. This team that we're going against is really fucking good. I get that. Is really fucking good. I hope this team understands that, like, you can't just play with just passion. You can't just play with energy. Sometimes you gotta just execute. Do your job to the best of your ability. There are certain things in this game that I honestly think that, like, if one particular position played much better, we would have won this game. That line is playing like trash when it comes to running the fucking football. What the fuck happened between last year and this year? That's what I want to know. What the fuck happened? Other than the fact that we moved on from a coach that you know damn well we should have moved on from. And that ain't it, because the last few weeks we've been running the rock like we're supposed to. So what is it? Last year we had the leading rusher. And yes, I know he broke a lot of fucking tackles after contact. They were trash then too, but they were able to at least hold up to the point where he could make something happen. In this fucking year, nada. Nothing. Like, no fucking push. None. I fucking can't stand seeing these fuckers collapse back upon themselves every single time that they go for a run. Josh Jacobs is seeing motherfuckers 2 feet in front of him before he even gets the ball. It's like, what the fuck? Block, motherfucker. Block. That's all I'm asking for, man. Like, this line, in my opinion, is what cost us this fucking game today, guys. Like, this line was just so horrible. And again, there's excuses and then there's results. You can't really have both. You can have explanations. So the explanation today is Colton Miller's out. Yeah, Colton Miller was out last week too. Running the ball is a necessity for this team. We need to run the ball. If we don't run the ball, we collapse offensively. We just cannot hold up against high-powered offenses if we're not able to run the ball. We can't go blow for blow with them. Today was an exception. Our defense was playing better, guys. Our defense was playing all pro today, guys. Our defense was putting in fucking work today, guys. And what the fuck did we show for it? 13 points. 13 points. And the plays were there on a few different occasions. Overthrown here. Didn't pick it up there. The line collapsed like they usually do right here. Look, guys, if we're going to have a line like this, if we're going to stick with a line like this, and it's going to take a while for us to develop an all-pro offensive line, we need to get another quarterback. And I'm sorry, but the AOC is decent, okay? He is decent. He's not elite. And if I wanted to settle for decent, I wouldn't have been okay with us moving on from Carr. Straight up. Straight up. That's just me being for real about it. If I wanted to settle for decent, I wouldn't even wanted to move on from Carr. Because that, in my opinion, Carr is slightly above decent. Slightly above. Aiden O'Connell is a decent quarterback. 24-41 today, 271 yards and a touchdown. but 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. Kind of evened up the matchup for us because our defense was putting in work, man. Our defense got freaking like 3 turnovers today, and then like one guy on our team returned the favor to them 3 times. So, look, I have nothing against AOC. I think he's good enough for us to, finish the year off with. But we got to get a quarterback in the draft this year, guys. We got to get a dynamic quarterback. If we're going to have a line like this, and it's going to take a while for us to get a better line than this, we need someone that can move around in the pocket. We need someone that can run and make plays. We need someone that could actually get out and dodge a couple of these freaking sacks that just show up because you're a statue. Like, you need someone that becomes a moving target. It just makes more sense in this offense for that to happen because of our line. Don't get me wrong. AOC showed he got an arm. That kid got an arm. That 46-yard bomb to Devontae Adams was beautiful. Beautiful. But then there were a few other ones over here that he just overthrew there and, missed a wide open dude over here. It happens with every quarterback, and he's got growing pains. I get it. And sorry, my personal opinion, I just think we need someone that's a little bit better, that got a little bit of a higher ceiling, because we haven't fully seen his ceiling yet, but I know for damn well it's within a certain parameter that he's not going to get past. And that is pretty much moving around in the pocket. That's pretty much running with his legs. He ain't that fast, man. And it's, just scrambling and making a play. Has he done it? Yeah, but it's like, too far and in between, man. There's too many missed opportunities because this line cannot hold up. And if you're not going to have a line that holds up, you can't have a quarterback like this, dude. You can't. And it's going to take forever for us to rebuild this line from scratch. Might as well rebuild it with someone that can get out of the pocket in the meantime and win us some fucking games. Just my opinion. AOC, I'm okay with riding him out through the rest of the year. Like, if we're going to stick with AOC for the rest of the year, I'm fine with that. I'm 100% behind that. Makes total sense to figure out exactly what you have. And maybe he has an opportunity to prove me wrong. But this game just showed me one thing. Pressure's on. You got this guy dropping back, 41 times. You're barely going to break even on that. You're barely going to break even like that. It's one of those things, guys, where he plays better when our running game is better. And that with pretty much any quarterback, specifically rookie quarterbacks. Josh Jacobs, again, didn't get fed the ball enough. But that line basically gave up on him. Just gave up on him. 14 carries, 39 yards. Really? I understand. Line's a little banged up. Our best freaking lineman's out. But 14 carries for 39 yards from last year's leading rusher. Yeah. I don't know what to say, guys. It just doesn't look good. This run defense from the Dolphins were shutting us down. Hey. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. They shut us down. The run defense is pretty good. I'm not going to take anything away from the Dolphins defense. They showed out today. But that's one thing I wanted to see from this offense is if we were able to go against a solid defense and impose our will on them. And we weren't. Offensively, we weren't. There were glimpses. There were, flashes of what we can be and what we can do with this offense. But just no execution, no consistency, and it was just one of those things that attributed to us, dropping the ball over and over again in this game. The lack of capitalizing on situations that were presented to us over and over and over again really frustrated me, man. It was frustrating because this defense was playing out of their fucking mind. Our defense was playing out of their fucking mind. We had 17 different freaking players make a tackle today, guys. 17 different players. Spillane alone had 13 tackles, man. That boy was fucking going in on him. Max Crosby still doing Max Crosby things, getting into the backfield, causing pressure. The dude was getting the ball out in less than 2 seconds, and Max Crosby was still in his fucking face. Left the day with the sack. You know, Crosby, being Crosby, doing his thing. But then you got the defense. Masterson causing a fumble. You got Hobbs causing a fumble. You got Polamalu making a pick. Dude, this defense was putting in work. Like, they were getting the ball back over and over again. Not only that, not only were they getting the ball back with that, turnover on downs. They were making stops. They were shutting this freaking top 5 offense down today. And our offense couldn't show up. Kind of appropriate that the second half, they were MIA. They were gone. Our offense just was not there. We tipped out. Like, they honestly were still on fucking California time. Our line was asleep, and we couldn't establish the run. And as I said before several times, if you cannot establish the run, you're basically shutting this offense down. The most frustrating thing was we were productive on a lot of areas. We just didn't finish. It was so frustrating to see that this offense, it was running, okay? Do not get me wrong. It was running. They just didn't finish. It was like they were sprinting 90 miles per hour, and then they got like within 5 feet of the finish line and just started walking. And they walked right into a brick wall and didn't finish. That's what it seemed like, guys. Because you look at the production across the board today with the wide receivers, it was decent, guys. It was decent. Adams had 7 receptions, 82 yards, and that fucking beautiful touchdown. Kobe Myers with 4 receptions, 49 yards. You got freaking Hunter Renfrow, another 4 receptions, 42 yards. Dude, like, they were making plays, dude. The ball was getting spread around. All right, Michael Mayer. Whoosh, this kid is stepping up. And Mayer had like 4 receptions, 46 yards. You see what I'm going with this? Like, it was productive. Ball was obviously getting spread around. It was, it was there. But at the end of the day, no finishing. We get within like a certain amount of distance, we just got shut down. It kept happening too. It was productive until it wasn't. And I gotta say, guys, like, this defense played way better than this offense today. Way better. Night and day better. Like, it's happened before earlier on in the season where our defense was bailing us out. Not only that, they were playing just lights out compared to our offense. It's just, today, guys, it just kind of backstepped. It felt like we took a step back when it came to the way our team has played lately. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. But, look, man, I ain't going to take anything away from the Dolphins. We held our own and went blow for blow with one of the best teams in the league right now. I am not going to let that just go to waste. This team is obviously better than what people fucking say it is. We got talent. We got some problems on our freaking offensive line. I ain't gonna front, but we got talent. We got people that can make plays. Just, we got to execute and finish. We just have to get the fucking job done. We're almost there. Almost doesn't count though, man. And you already know what's going to happen if we don't get to a certain degree of effectiveness this season. If we don't get to a certain degree of efficientness, if we don't get to a certain degree of competitiveness, they're going to blow this shit up and move on. They are. Let's be real, man. Mark Davis has already shown that's what he does. And that was with a winning team. That was with the team that actually took us to the fucking playoffs. So if y'all don't get, this shit figured out, and you already know what's going to happen. I'm not extremely angry today, guys, as you can tell. I'm a little worked up on certain areas of the team, like the fucking offensive line. Sorry. It's not there. But I'm happy with how competitive our team was today. Now, if we could keep this consistently and actually win some fucking games and finish, I think we got a shot of keeping this team together. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully we could step it up against the Chiefs. If we could upset the Chiefs, that'll make my fucking year, all right? That would make my fucking year. That would seriously make me feel better about, where we're at and where we're headed. So this was a tough one, but on to the next one, guys. See y'all next week. Like, comment, subscribe. Go Raiders.